Good afternoon, students. Okay, last class we have finished with this R data structures. Yes, and also we are done with what string function, data frame functions, and vector functions. In today class, we are going to start about functions in R. And in first unit, we have left two topics: default values of arguments and return value. Okay, that we will be covering today. So today we will be covering what functions in R, user-defined functions, and this part. Okay, is arrays clear or are having any doubt, ma? Arrays. Okay, clear. So today we are going to learn about what functions. Am I audible at least?
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. Today we are going to learn about what are functions. Okay. What is a function? Functions are used to logically break our code into simple parts. Okay, which becomes easy to what maintain and understand. What is a loop? Loop is known as a repetition of code. What is loop known as? A repetition of code is known as what? Loop. But whereas reusage of code is known as functions. Understood my difference between loops and function? Loop is like from fixed point to a point, it keep on repeating. That is known as loop. But if you reusage the code, if you reuse the code, then it is known as a function. Okay, and it is pretty straightforward to create your own function in R programming language. So this is the syntax of creating a function in R programming language. Okay, first we have to give a function name, then we assign whatever we are going to assign. We are going to assign what function, and then we pass the arguments, and here we write the statements, and here we write the statements. Statement 1, okay. Statement 2, okay. Likewise you can write. Okay, understood, ma? First we give function name, then we give assignment operator, then we call a function, okay, then we pass some arguments, and then we give the statements. So we look at the first example. So this is our first example. So here, what is the name of the function? Name of the function is pow, means power. Then I am passing what? Functions x comma y. I am passing what? Values x comma y. So here I am writing the code. What code I am writing? Result is equal to what? X power y. So I'm going to find what? The power of x to y. Then finally I'm printing the output saying that x raised to power y, the result is this. Okay, the function clear, ma? This is the name of the function, these are the arguments, and these are the body. Okay, So this is how we create a function. Now, how do we call a function? We can call a function using the function name. Here, what is the function name? Pov is the function name. Using pov, we are going to call. Now, suppose if I give pov 8, 2, first I need to run this. Okay, I run it successfully. Now I call the function. So it is what? Power of 8, 2. So it is what? 8 raised to the power
64.
64. Very good. And 2, we got what? 256. Okay. I hope you understood how to create a function. Okay, it is pretty straightforward. We give a name, assignment operator, we give a function of argument, then we write the body. This is how we call a function. Next, we look at what? Named arguments. Okay, we look at what? Named arguments. Okay, what is that? See here, if you remember our function, see POW. So what are the names of the argument which I have given? It is x comma y. So if I give, see POW 8 comma 2, it will give us what? 64. Either you can give in this manner, or you can what? You can give with the name. So I'm giving what? X is equal to 8, y equal to 2. Both will give us the same output. So either if you give the named arguments in the same order, or even if you skip, it will maintain that order. But if you want to interchange, okay, first I want to give 2, but I want 2 to be passed to y. Okay, next I want to give 8, which will be passed to x. So I can give what? Power of this. Even this will also give me 64. Okay, I hope you are clear. So this one is 64. Next one is also 64. This one is 256, and this one is 64. Even 28, I am passing 28, but because of the names, it has been interchanged. Okay. Now see here. Now there are two arguments, and I am passing only one argument. But is it valid? See here. There are two arguments, x comma y, but I am passing only first argument, even though it is also valid. Okay, if you give x equal to 8, by default 2 and will go and sit in y. Okay, same is the case here also. Okay, same is the case here also. So these are the different ways of calling a function using named arguments. Is this topic clear, ma? Named arguments, either you can give name, or you can skip names, or you can give names in any order. Okay, if there are two, if you give one, automatically another will go into the default value. Clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Next we'll look at what? Default values. Okay, default values. Here if you look at this, our POW function, see here we don't have what? Default arguments. These are known as what? Required arguments. Compulsory you should pass x comma y. Example, see here, if I give power of 2, I give only power of 2, what will happen? It is throwing an error. What is it? It is saying y is missing, because both are what? Required arguments. Here x and y are what? Both are required arguments. But I can give what? Them, those required arguments can be converted into default arguments by providing some default value. The required arguments can be converted into default arguments by providing some value. This concept is same as in Python. Python also we have the same concept. So I write a new function, let it be pow1. Okay. Okay, pow1. Here see x, instead of giving x comma y, I am giving x y equal to 2. A default value 2 has been passed here. a default value 2 has been passed here. So
9.
yeah, I will make a changes. See, suppose I give 3 comma 1, 3 comma 1, now output will be 3 only. Okay, even though y value is 2, but whatever value you give here is given more preference. But because you have passed one default, here if you skip it, you get the 9. As your friend rightly said, here we get 9. So this is the concept of what? Default values. This is the concept of default values. Okay, clear ma? Named arguments and default values. Yes. Okay. So next we'll start with what? Return values. Next we'll start with what? Return values. Okay. Many a times we will require our function to do some processing. Yes or no? The function will do some processing and return back the result. Okay. After doing the processing, if you don't return the result, then what is the need of doing so? Okay. So generally we write function so that it will do some process and return as the value. This is accomplished with what? Return keyword. This is accomplished using what? Return keyword. So what is the syntax? Syntax is what? You can write return and you can write expression or a variable or anything you can write here. Okay. It should be what? A valid object. That can be what? It can be any valid object. Now we'll look at what? Examples of return. Okay. Observe the program. What is the name of the function? Check. Then what argument I'm passing? One argument, that is x. So check function of x, open braces. If x is greater than 0, then I'm telling what? Result is equal to positive. Else if x is less than 0, I'm telling result is equal to negative. Else the result is what? 0. If it is neither positive nor negative, it will be 0. So I'm not using else if. So only else part here. And I'm telling return the result. Return the result. Okay, I run the code, no errors. Now tell me what check one will give. You already seen the logic. Logic is pretty simple. Now tell me what check one will give here. Looking at the logic, 1 is assigned to x and it is compared x is
Positive.
greater than 1. So good, it will give us positive. If it is minus 10, it will give negative. And if it is 0, it will give it is a 0. So here I am using how many return functions? Only one return function. Okay. Can I write the same program without return function? Which should give me the same output. My
No, sir.
requirement is my
Yes,
requirement
sir.
yes. Okay, so my requirement is, can I write the same program without return function giving me the same output? Means if I give more than 0, it should give me positive. If it is less than 0, it should give me negative. If it is equal to 0, it should give me 0. The answer is yes, we can write. Okay, we can write. Okay, so how are we writing? See, instead of here writing return, instead of writing return result, I'm just writing result. I'll change check one and we'll control C. This check one, check one, check one. So I ran it. Good. Check one. See here, I got positive because this positive will sit in return, and instead of return, I'm printing the result. Only result means whatever is done in variable, it is giving me. See here, check one will give me negative, and then check zero will give me what? 0. Now my next, so we can write a program without return. Return is not mandatory, it's only optional. Now my next question is, how many returns can I write in a function? Is it one? Can I write one or more than one?
More than one.
More than one. And the answer is yes. Okay, I can write what? More than one. What is the difference between this program and this program? See here, instead of observe carefully, I will run this. Okay. Check to run successfully. Outputs also I'm getting the same. Okay. Now what is the difference between check 1 and check 2?
Sorry, in check
Which
one,
is
if the
better?
condition is true, we can go to other statements. In check two, if the condition is true, means we will exit from the
Very
function
good,
directly.
very good. So which is better?
Second one.
Second one, very good. You understood, ma? See what your friend is saying is it will check for the condition. Okay. After this is executed, it will come here. So one more extra step is there. Some complexity is being increased. But as your friend said, if this condition is true, it will return from here. It will not go to remaining steps. It will not go to remaining steps. Good. Ma. Okay. So here what we have learned so far, first we have learned about is what? How to write a return. Okay. Return keyword. Next, can we write a function without return? Yes, we can write. Third, can we write multiple returns? Yes, we can write multiple returns. Now my next question on return is, can I return multiple values through one return statement? Using one return statement, can I return multiple values? In Python, can I return multiple values writing one return? Like I mean to say, return a comma b comma c. I want to say what?
No, sir.
No. Very good. We can't return multiple values directly from return, but there is one way of returning. Okay. What is the one way of returning? You can return a list. You can return a list. That list can contain different values. Understanding a catch here. Okay. A return can only return one single object. A return can return only one single object. But using the concept of strings, we can return multiple values. Okay, if you want to return a multiple value, first you need to collect it into a list, then you can return. Okay, see here. Okay, I return a function. Name of the function is multi-return. Okay, I'm not passing any arguments. Then I created a list, my list, with list of what? Color, size, and shape. Then I'm telling return the list. When I run the program, I did not get any error. Okay, now whatever my function is returning, I'm assigning it to A. Okay, simply I'm assigning it to A. Now, see, when I try to, if I want color, already we have learned about this dollar symbol. Okay, this because these are the names. So dollar of A will return me what? Red. Dollar of size will return me 20. Dollar of shape will return me what? Round. If I give only A, it will return me my list. If I give only A, it will return me what? My list. So this is how you can return multiple values using a list. Using return. Clear, ma? Clear with this topic? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Before going to sorry. Next, we will see one R switch. Okay. One function, a switch function in R. Okay. So directly we'll go to syntax and examples. You'll understand what is that. Theory you can go through it later. Okay. Switch off expressions comma list. So here I give an expression, then I give a list. Okay. Observe carefully. I'll show you these two outputs. Remaining you have to tell me what is going on. Again, on switch to comma green blue So red, green, blue. What is the answer? I got green. Now tell me what answer I'll get here. Switch 1 comma red, green, blue.
Red.
Very good. Understood what is happening? Here the expression is evaluated. So whatever is the result, that value it is printing. Okay, if I give 3, I will get blue. Clear with switch ma? Understood how it is working? Yes.
Yes,
Still,
sir.
still we'll look it into a few more examples. Suppose I give a value. Okay, I'm giving a value 4, which is not here. I'm giving a value 4, which is not here. So what will happen? It will return me a null. It will return me a null. So I'll make it simpler. Okay, even if I give 0, which is not part of it, okay, 1 second. Okay, hmm. Okay, switch off. Because it is returning null, I need to collect it. Okay, so when I print x, I get the null. So if you give a number which is present here, it will return that value. If it is not present, then it will return null. Okay, this is a simple way of using switch, but this is like switch statement. Okay, in C or C++, C or C++, what we have switch statement. No, it is similar to that. Now here, can you guess what is output? I'm giving what? Switch color. Then I've given color, shape, length. Can you guess what is output here?
Red.
Very good. It will give length, red. If I give length, it will give me 5. I got 5. Okay, this is about switch statement. Okay, clear with function topics now. Here we have seen how to first. Okay, first we have seen the syntax of function, how to write a function. Then we wrote a small function. Then we are saying how to call a function, what are the named arguments, what are the default arguments, then return values of a function, syntax of return, functions without return value, okay, functions with more than one return value, and how to return multiple values using one single return statement. Then we learned about R switch function. Okay, good. Any dots so far? Any doubts? No doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, man, good. Okay, I'm sharing the document in the chat box. Okay, once practice this and I uploaded a assignment on matrices in uh, what is it, Moodle. Okay, the same thing I will share here. 1 second. Okay, remaining 1 hour. Please practice functions and finish off the matrix programs. Okay, can anyone confirm me we are able to download the both the files from chat box?
Yes, sir, we can able to download both the files from chat box.
Thank you, ma. Okay, I will create breakout rooms. You have to finish two things. One, practicing. Yes, ma. Any doubt?
I didn't receive any files in chat box, sir. Could you please send it
Yeah,
again?
yeah. 1 second. Okay. Already matrix file I have uploaded in Moodle and R function file now I will upload in Moodle in 2 minutes because the other students from other sections, so I'm uploading in chat box. Did you all receive, ma?
Yes, sir, we have received.
Okay, I'm creating breakout rooms. Please join into breakout rooms and finish it off the two exercises.
Sir, we are not received, sir.
Okay, are you from my section or madam section, ma?
Madam section, sir.
Yeah. I'm sending it to everyone.
Like I can access. Like I'm also from the madam section. I can access.
Yes, I'll do one thing first. I'll create breakout rooms. Those you have got access to files, you join into breakout rooms. Again, I will resend. Please join into breakout rooms. Those you are not received, please wait.